What is going on, Wolfpack Savage here? Today's video, we're going to be diving into some duos gameplay. We're going to be discussing the importance of the minimap and how to increase you guys' awareness so you can go out, win more gunfights, win more games, and just have overall more fun. A lot of people get shot in the back and they bitch about it day in and day out. And yes, there are times you're gonna get shot in the back and there's nothing you can do about it. But a lot of the times you guys are dying to enemies, it's because they're popping up on the minimap and you're not recognizing that because you're too tunnel visioned on the center of your screen. You need to learn the skill of peripheral vision and start noticing little color orientations popping up. And when you do, glance over the minimap, acknowledge it, utilize the information to your advantage, go out there and get more wins. But this video will enlighten you guys on how to do that. So if you do enjoy that video or learn something new, make sure you subscribe to the channel today, leave a like on the video. The goal for today's video is 500 likes. And also please drop a comment in the section below to help the channel out drastically, just boosting it in the algorithm. But without any further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. All right, just for the sake of YouTube videos, like we do every game, we go ahead and off ourselves, get a random player. And while we're in the gulag, I'm gonna toy with the enemy a little bit, kind of judging his reaction time, maybe even diving into the kill cam and seeing their settings with their ADS sensitivity and their sensitivity in general. That way, hopefully when reviewing their gameplay and how they're able to kill me, we can kind of tweak your settings, even though we won't be able to tweak it exactly because of different devices, different reaction speed, different finger sizes, and the list goes on. At least you guys will have a better understanding on how to adjust your sensitivity and your ADS sensitivity. I'm gonna try to focus on that a lot this video. We'll see what happens. All right, pistols are a great way to test someone's accuracy and reaction time. Let's go ahead and just see what happens. Peek him real quick. Nope. I'm stunned. He knows I'm here. I'm vaulting over. Changing direction on him. See, that's kind of what you want to do in the middle of a gunfight, is confuse the enemy. He's going to think you're going one way. In reality, you're going another way. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a kill cam or anything, but one example of gunfights, notice how every time I'd start going left, the moment I got behind cover, I'd cut back and go the way I just came. The enemy never was able to track me because I'm always changing my direction. A lot of you guys, y'all fall into the same habit of, oh, I see a player running left, I'm gonna follow him left. And the next thing you're like, where the fuck is he? And he gets shot in the side. That's a lot of confusion. Your object as a player and a shooter, any shooter, BRs, multiplayer, doesn't matter. Well, I guess it is a multiplayer, but TDM, things like that. Your objective is to confuse the enemy as much as possible. And in this game, it's not that hard to do that. So just try always to change your direction. If you're running one direction, you go behind cover, snap back and completely do the opposite of what you think the enemy thinks you're gonna do. But anyway, here we are spectating Pryor and Guerrero sitting here doing something. Not really sure exactly what Guerrero's shooting at. No pings are going out. Notice how Pryor's looking around, very confused. Even though Guerrero did just launch a ping, he should have launched it as he was shooting at the enemy. Now, I do understand that for controller players, it's a little bit harder to ping your enemies. Can we go ahead and get inside before the enemies push us? Oh, too late. Hey! All right. But you guys gotta try it. Why would you? Why that gun, bro? You had an LMG, fam. Why? Why? And if you need to reload in that position, get upstairs and go res your teammate. Why would you put yourself out there? All right, but anyway, here we are coming back from the gulag, I think. Hell yeah, glitchy game? No way, not Warzone. Guys, I apologize. Lack of energy, sneezing, coughing, whatever it is, voice going out, squealing. I'm sick of shit. It is what it is. All right, but here we are with Pryor now. Let's see. His teammate is marking most wanted bounty. Nah, you know, if you want to, fine. That's a long time to have a bounty on your head, though. No, he's not cheating. Go for supply run, man. Literally, we got two right here. We got a Bertha. Land on the Bertha, drive it to supply run, go click that bitch, and then go to whatever buy station directs you to. Most wanted bounty in duos, in my opinion, is a little bit of waste of time. Again, you're having a solo duo, which isn't that hard, but for a lot of people is. There's a player right there. But on top of that, you have to wait 3 minutes for your teammate to come back. You had a supply run, players wouldn't know where you're at, except for the Bertha driving around, and you'd be able to get your teammate back within 60 seconds, depending on the distance of the buy. We do have a gun, though. It looks like we're actually going to re-challenge the enemy. I'm not against that. The only problem is we have 30 bullets. We have enough to take down 2 enemies if we hit all of our headshots. If we don't, we're probably going to die. And that's assuming they don't have self-res, because if they do, we won't be able to execute them. All right, notice how we're out in the open right now. We're running to the vehicle, but we're sitting out in the open, slide cancel and turn around. Not really a good play. You want to stick to cover as much as possible. Granted, we do need to run across the street, but this is not, no, what, I don't know what we're doing, bro. Go to the vehicle. A lot of hectic movement, some zigzagging. Again, guys, when you're zigzagging like this, you think that you're dodging bullets, but what the enemy sees is just your back not moving at all. Even though your crosshairs jiggling doesn't mean your body is, guys. You have to have wider zigs and wider zags for it to actually matter. All you're really doing is giving yourself a headache and us spectators a headache as well. And still, what do we do now? Go to the chopper, fly around the most wanted bounty. That's pretty much a given. We're gonna go ahead and skip the rest of the shit because you already know what's gonna happen. Also, guys, what a great time to spectate someone fly around a chopper than to advertise Sneak Energy. Guys, even though I'm sponsored by them, and I am, you know, at the end of the day, I'm a thought. But look, this shit's actually real. The reason why I accepted this sponsorship is because out of all the energy drinks I've tried, and trust me, I've tried them all. I've been hooked for 20 plus years. This one's the cleanest. It has no crash, and I don't have to drink 3 of them a day to stay energized. It's just a nice level balance of focus, energy, and just staying hyped. That's how, even though I'm sick, I still have a little bit of energy to force that shit through and record a bunch of videos. Guys, look, be skeptical. Just try the sample pack. Make sure you use code SAVAGE so they know who the OG is that sent you guys over there. It helps support the channel, helps support me. So I'd appreciate it. But for real, this is the truth. And also that cola flavor, don't sleep on it. It's delicious. All right, here we are landing. Not really sure what the hell we're doing right now. I'm gonna be honest. There's a satchel inside we could grab. There may be a player in here, but for some reason, we're just kind of teabagging the ground. Hey, and finally we're off. We do have enough money for UAV, so let's grab our loadout drop and let's go get a UAV. Guys, look, don't get self-reses, all right? Unless you've already died and gone to the gulag, there's really no reason for it. And at the end of the day, just have faith in yourself and your teammates to not need a self-res. If y'all have a shit ton of money, by all means, buy it. But at the end of the day, guys, again, have faith in yourself, have faith in your teammates, buy UAVs, and go after some kills, guys. There's no reason for any of us to be playing this long and not be able to confidently go out there and win our gunfights. The only reason that there is, as bad of a reason as it is because, again, most players avoid gunfights for whatever reason. What did they buy? Did I miss that? Surprise, motherfucker. All right, holding our parachute in the air, not a good idea. I would have dived back to the building, so now we've just basically gone back to where we came from. And for what? Come on, hit your heady. Armor break. Not really surprised there. I'm very curious about this build. This may be an okay build in multiplayer, but in Warzone, I'm not a fan of it at all. And again, we already discussed what I'm a fan of. But basically, what have we done? Well, we've now separated ourselves from the enemy, making it harder for us to push them if we decide to. So now we're at these this long range tit for tat. Even if we get a knock, and even if they get a knock, we're gonna get rezzed unless we're in a very bad spot. The enemies have the best advantage right now. They have a ridge, they have a ledge of the building, they have the high ground. We need to go ahead and just leave this area and find another team. Don't waste your time on here. Not to mention, we're sitting here ADSing, looking at everything else. They're back exposed to hospital. Now we're gonna pick a whole nother fight. Guys, we know there's enemies on hospital right now. Why are we looking at other shit? And why are we just standing here doing nothing? I'm very surprised we're not getting headshotted right now. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and ping that. What do you see, my guy? Is he walling? You know, I hate to say that because he only got 2 kills, but like, holy shit, what are we doing? Lesson number 1, guys, if y'all are ever finding yourselves in this position, fight enemies who are closer to you. And if there's no one close to you, make yourself close to them, right? In this position here, we have a lot we can do. You know there's gonna be enemies here. There's also a bounty. We could go identify a player and chase them down. Or 2, we can just go up here because we know damn well there's gonna be enemies camping at the top. Sitting here, going back and forth, ADSing, un-ADSing. First off, his build's not gonna hit a shot at that distance anyway. This is just not a way to play the game. And this is just lack of know-how. Again, my videos are not intended to make fun of people. It may come across as that. We may have some fun with it. But at the end of the day, guys, it's to teach y'all lessons on what to do and what not to do, because there are still players almost 2 years into this game making these basic mistakes. And when I say basic, these are basic. Oh no. Oh God, no. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize in advance for the long, drawn-out gameplay we are about to witness. But for the sake of learning and the fact that players are still doing this shit, we're gonna post this gameplay no matter what. Also for the fact that we're already committed 11 minutes into the video and I'm not restarting this bitch. Let's be honest. I'm gonna be real with you guys, trust me. All right, not really sure what goes through players' heads when they get in this position. Oh, the recon drone. Now look, there are a few times when recon drone can really help you out. If you need to buy your teammate back, you got to clear an area and you want to make sure no enemies are camping it, for sure, go ahead. If you need to rotate and you're in a bad spot, basically if you're in a bad spot and need to rotate or go somewhere, recon drones are, I'll forgive. I'm not a fan of them, but I'll forgive it. This right here though, not really sure what we're going to do. We had enough money for UAV, which would give us intel. We failed to do that because we didn't want intel. We have we have a bounty over here on ping, which would give us intel, but we're refusing to do that. So again, strike number 2 for intel not being important to us. So if intel is not important to us, why in the hell are we flying a drone? Not to mention, look at where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. We are exposed. We are asking to get headshotted. This clearly, oh, they're level 3. This clearly is not a high tier lobby, but regardless, that couldn't have been a better time. Is he gonna do it too? Did he break his ankles? Oh yeah, get it. No, you gotta aim at the head, my guy. There you go. Well, because of the build, he's not gonna be able to hit the shot anyway. Again, this build is no. Let's spectate the other sniper. Not to mention we're making a lot of noise and we're just sitting here completely oblivious. All right, his build's a lot better. He's watched a few videos for sure. But again, the point of being up here, there is no point. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that's just not the way to go. Here we are trying to float to the train. It's already been looted. We could do the recon objective. With their slow gameplay, I wouldn't hate them doing it. At least they'd be able to get positioning if they want to camp. Not that I'm ever for camping, but at least they'd have positioning. Now, recons, guys, if y'all want to go for more consistent wins and slower gameplay, look, y'all might be watching the videos for whatever reason. You're like, Savage, I don't really care about high kills. I don't really want to improve my gunfights. I just want to go for wins. That's all I really care about. And that's fine. Get it. Recons are a great way to do that. Recon strat is beautiful, especially the train. You sit on the train the whole time, picking up recons. You usually want to do that early game because we're basically going to be directed out of the zone. But recons are a great way. Don't pick it up. Oh my, you're not gonna, they may complete it in time. But it's a great way to get position. My longest win streaks are literally just from doing recon objectives. You can win game after game after game after game. Now, the problem with the train is you are vulnerable. We do have a birth load approaching. Hopefully they stop and fight us. I'd love to see that. Notice Guerrero has no attention to the mini-map. He doesn't even know that there's a Bertha around us right now. He has no idea. Teammate does, but Guerrero is mind blown, looking exactly where the pings are at, but not where the Bertha's at. But I will say that's the importance of pings, guys. If you have a teammate that's kind of oblivious and doesn't pay attention to the mini-map, that's where pings come to play. You guys are pinging what you're shooting at. It decreases the amount of time your teammate's like, where is he? And it allows your teammate to focus up and get the shots off on the enemy right when you start shooting at them. I can't stand when I play with people and when I spectate people and they're in a gunfight, they just don't have any pings going out and their teammates are left in the dust. Now again, we got the recon, but unfortunately the train brought us out of the zone. Now, when we look at this recon zone, you might ask yourself, where do we go? Well, for me, I'm going to want to go to array because it's the higher point of the circle. Yes, it's probably going to finish back down here because not much of the circle's favoring array. But because it's on the high point, you can just rotate down extremely easy. It's easier to rotate down from array than rotate up to array, because if people are at array and you're not, you're going to get destroyed. Your teammate's dead, brother. Better luck next time. We do have a buy station. We can buy him back relatively quickly. Don't hesitate though, because he needs to get his shit back and the zone is coming in. But we hesitate. We don't even actually hesitate. We just don't even do it. And we drive off into the wind. All right. Again, guys, fast decision making is crucial in the game. The moment your teammate goes down, the first thing that needs to cross your mind is, what do I need to do to get him back? We could have bought him back relatively safely. I say relatively safely. He was getting shot at, but we have a vehicle we can kind of use as cover. Get in the buy station, get out of the buy station, get him back, allow your teammate to get his stuff, pick him up, and roll on out. And here we are now. Instead of rotating out here to buy, we're going to go to TV station, which is going to be extremely hype. Now, there is a Bertha TV station, which leads me to believe there are enemies at TV station. And with that being said, the moment we go to buy, if we even make it that far, we might get beamed. Assuming there are players here, which there are a few. So we also got to remember we have a heartbeat and we can see where the enemies are at. We don't have ghosts. So if they have a heartbeat, which they probably do, even though we're in a bush, they can also see where we're at. You're right, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. Now we're just holding the heartbeat again, not utilizing the intel that it's giving us. So that making the heartbeat completely fucking useless to us. Jump over the wall, 1v1 this enemy. Because they're separated, you want to take this fight right now. ADS sensitivity needs to be adjusted big time. As you guys can see, he drew a circle around the enemy after he hit him a few times. Tone it down a little bit. If you're on controller, I recommend bring it from a 1 to a 0.9, 0.8 for a mouse and keyboard. Depending on your DPI, I recommend, I rock a 0.35. If that gives you guys any kind of sense of what I'm doing. Now here we are again. His teammate is still at TV station. Another enemy is close to us and we're sitting in a window completely vulnerable to getting headshotted. All this heart beating we're doing for no absolute reason at all. Again, utilizing the heartbeat and putting all of our faith in that piece of machinery, that baby monitor son of a bitch, instead of using our eyes and our ears, you know, the senses that God gave us to be better at games and other things. And it ultimately cost us our life. So here are now with Silver's rocking 3 kills and Caro also in gunfight with another enemy on the rooftop. This is going to be an unfortunate spot. I don't know if we will not be safe to get this res off. This is extremely dumb to do. It's all about angles, guys. Look, if the rooftop that your teammate got shot from can still see the rooftop that he's down on, don't go up there and go prone because they're still going to see your ass. If it's lower than you, then you're kind of safe, minus stickies and precisions and shit. But again, if visual is maintained on your down teammate, don't go for the res. Weird, right? Who would have thought? So here they are, blessed with all the loot in the world. Camping TV station. We're rocking Schwartz with 5 kills and Campbell rocking 3. We got a vehicle out in the open. No one's paying attention to the minimap though. We're too focused on the loot right now. We let an easy kill get away. UAV up, and still we have no idea about the vehicle next to us, nor the player to our left-hand side. But Campbell, instead of looking at the damn mini-map, is gonna whip out that heartbeat like the savage that he is. Again, guys, for those in the back, if they don't get picked up on UAV, I swear to you, they will not get picked up on heartbeat sensor. Weird, right? Absolutely weird. But again, we lost out on this easy kill. We lost out on this easy kill. These guys are probably coming back from Gulag to get their weapons, and we're leaving early. Why did we use the UAV? Just to waste it. Because at the end of the day, guys, if y'all don't utilize the information that these tools are giving you, stop using them. I want you guys to use heartbeats. I want you guys to use UAVs. But if you're not going to utilize the information it gives you, why are you wasting your money? Just go camp in a bush. Make yourself a P&J, or tell your mom to make you a P&J and just lay there prone. If you use a UAV, you need to hunt down some kills. We literally just lost out on 3 kills at TV station, and these guys are on I don't want to say a decent game, but I mean, for them, it's probably a really good game. Also, not to mention, we're sitting, oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Campbell sitting in the bathroom. He's gonna take a shit in the sink, because toilets, that's for peasants, bro. The sink's where it's at. Plus he can wash it down, and then he can wash his hands while he's shitting too. Loadout drop going over there. We got Campbell pinging enemies while we're in the bathroom. Good ping, brother. Great ping. At least our teammate Schwartz is trying to get elevation. But again, this is where I'd want to be this whole time. Because again, the elevation, we have an advantage, or the players up here have an advantage, because they can see everything. If these guys get in a fight and they get knocked from someone down here, they're safe, because the moment they get knocked, their visibility goes to 0 and they can't get executed. Players pushing us right now. We have no idea. Schwartz completely oblivious. Campbell in a fight. There goes Price. No, not really sure exactly what happened in that gunfight, but you know, sometimes you run into a house to go get, he's teabagging them. Are you? Normally we don't do this because I don't want to bully nobody, but when you're going to teabag after camping like that guy, Deer Slayer, hey bro, don't be mad at him. He was just trying to rotate. No reason for you to be toxic, man. You're the one camping in the building, missing on the easiest kills of your life, my guy. There's one shot missed. I've shot a tree. There we go. Laying prone. Can we hit the shot? We better. Oh, we're delayed, and our reaction time is so slow that we miss our shot. I'm not going to say anything else on that one. I'm not. We're going to go back to streamer mode, and we're not going to bully anybody else. I think we made our point. Campbell sitting in the bathroom, heart beating again, not utilizing the information to his ability. Also, the fact that we have an enemy on heartbeat, we didn't even ping it or let our teammates know. We have both of them broken. Why would, whoa. Go ahead and take advantage of the fact that both enemies are broken. Why would you waste a thermite? Go chase down the last guy, or go back upstairs and get your teammate back. But be aware though, if you hear a teammate, if you hear an enemy push, you better stop that res. Now I love the fact that he did use the thermite to suppress the staircase, not allowing the enemy to come up uncontested. That was actually a good play. Seems pretty basic for most of us, but something I wasn't expecting this team to do. So here we have Campbell getting the res off, saving Schwartz's ass. Deer Slayer still sitting here, completely oblivious what's going on. Now let's look at this positioning. Now this is where rotations is going to be a bitch. Luckily we still have a little bit of a ridge, but this building right here is going to have the creme de la creme spot, or we can get to this one. But again, the bigger the building, the better the cover, the better the observation of around you. We have a vehicle coming out here. We could get some easy shots off. We're able to get a crack on the guy to the southeast behind the rock, trying to change our angle. I would have changed my angle to see if I can hit him behind the rock again. We're separating ourselves. We might be able to see him still, but we're not even going to look, so never mind. All right, rotating the southeast. I'm really curious to see how they play this. They're pissing off everybody in the world, which I'm not against, but you want to go ahead and try to win your gunfights instead of just pissing everyone off. He's running the gas and he's dead. Yeah. Big Bertha driving around. This is unfortunate. There's really no strategy against Berthas except shoot it and blow that bitch up. Now, again, this ridge is not the best. The building has observation on us. Nice. That should have been a knot, brother. Come on, easy headshot. Your ADS sensitivity is too high. You need to turn that shit down. As you can see, he's trying to control it, but he can't. And look at this build. Don't forget this building. If you look at the left-hand side, he's got windows exposed to him. He's got, I mean, all the enemy has to do is hear our suppressed shots and look over here and get an easy kill. There are 4 enemy teams left, 3 enemy teams now, and we're vulnerable to everyone on the map. This is not a good spot. I want to hide my body and peek the enemy back and forth, not just sit here lay prone waiting to get tapped in the face by a sniper rifle. Good knock. Great decision to go ahead and instantly push that while they're trying to get the res off. Unfortunately, we do not have a good close range weapon. Hopefully our teammate can clean it up. To your right hand side, there you go. Hip firing, trying to put all the faith in our hip fire. Very dangerous, but now it is a 2v2v1 situation. These guys have to rotate. These guys have got to come to us. We need to start peeking these windows. Let's peek. Let's look out here. Don't allow enemies to close the gap and push us. Not to mention, we got a beautiful ridge right here. We could work. But because we're blinding ourselves, we're leaving. We hear gunshots to the right-hand side. Let's go ahead and shoot the enemy to the right-hand side. One enemy to the right. Come on. Turn right, bro. Don't go for the execute, my guy. Doesn't matter. They were just as bad as we were. And we end up winning the game. GG, I think. Look, the purpose of this video right here is to really teach you guys the importance of paying attention to shit, right? As you can see from every video we post, or most videos we post, most players just don't pay attention to the minimap. This team here ended up winning the game, but they lost out on a lot of easy kills they could have gotten because they didn't actually pay attention to the UAV, they didn't pay attention to their minimap, and also they didn't even use the heartbeat to the best of its ability. If you guys are going to use the heartbeat, please, for the love of everything that's holy, push the enemy or out rotate the enemy. You guys have got to utilize the information given to you in order to win the game and win the gunfights. Granted, they still won the game. They got really lucky. You saw their competition. It wasn't that difficult for them to do. The guy that we were spectating at the end of the game literally was in a 1v2 situation, shooting at the guy further away from him that wasn't even focused on him, instead of shooting the guy to his right-hand side. I have no idea why the teammate of the enemy team didn't shoot us on the right-hand side, but he didn't. And again, we relied on Lady Luck in order to deliver the W. It's really nice to win the game, but I know you guys, all of us want to win the game more consistently. If we stop these stupid habits and we start paying more attention to what's on our screen, we'd be better at the game. Now, the number one argument for, all streamers are hacking is the fact that we all look over the left-hand side. Yes, we may be looking at another monitor to read our chat, but most of the time when we're in the middle of a game, we're looking at the freaking mini map, the big square or circle, depending on which one you're using. It has little people and blips on it and shit like that, called the mini map. You need to always be glancing at that. I'm talking about always. You don't go 60 seconds without peeping that son of a bitch out. If you hear gunshots, look at it. If you see a blip on there and it's on the edge of the mini map, pull up your big map and ping where he's at, so you can either A, avoid him, which I hope you don't, or B, chase him down. That mini map will save you so much time, will get you so many more kills, and will help you win the game 100 times more than you already have. I promise. The mini map's there for a reason. There's a reason why when Modern Warfare got released and it didn't have a mini map, we all lost our minds. The mini map is crucial information for any game mode for you to go out there and get the damn win. I don't want to hear the bullshit about everyone has Ghost. No, they do not. Anybody who sits here and tells me everyone rocks Ghost, you're just lying to yourself because you're bad at the game and you don't want to improve, so you're making excuses. Harsh reality it is, but it's the damn truth. As you guys can see here, everyone's popping up a mini map. No matter what lobby we're spectating, diamond lobby, challenger lobby, bronze lobby, plastic lobby, all of the lobbies, there are players that don't use Ghost, whether they're coming back from the gulag, whether they just haven't grabbed it yet, or if they just don't fucking use it. There are players that aren't grabbing it. So pay attention to your damn mini map. Go out there and get some damn wins. But regardless, guys, y'all have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, the goal for today's video is 500 likes, so help us achieve that goal. And until next time, boys, you have a good one. Good luck in Warzone.